Are we live? I said, are we live? Can we ever just start the show? Seriously. But you know what? I don't mind the bull crap because it keeps me busy. Let's go.
Watch me demonstrate. On top, never left. Plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love. That karma steady growing. Steady got this far. I go hard, let God take control. Blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go big, go deep, I OG on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. 500 degrees on them. 500 degrees on them. Good skin clear, this here my year. Hey, look up here, this here my tier. Same fit 4 days. 40 yard in the V12, like 1.5. 19, I clip 19 in a month, no lie. I was starting skinny, now my weight up, got no energy for haters. See you trying, see you let deep. OG on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. 500 degrees on them.
Hey, Naya. This is our third time restarting.
OG on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. Put heat on them. 500 degrees on them. Countdown, levitate, going up, elevate. Watch me demonstrate. On top, never late. I grind, celebrate. No pump, fake, hesitate. I've been scoring every day. Champagne, Perrier. Since 9-3, been in the box now. Stepping up, straight out the sand lot. Now plotting on the globe. I work hard, I show love. That karma steady growing. Steady got this far. I go hard, let God take control. I was starting skinny, now my weight up. Got no energy for haters. See you trying to see you later. I'm shooting for the stars, need no laser beam. Blowing like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go big, go deep, I OG on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. 500 degrees
What?
on them.
Ain't nothing working today.
Dummy, go beast on them. I go big, go deep, I OG on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. 500 degrees on them. Good skin clear, this here my year. Hey, look up here, this here my tier. Same fit 4 days. I grind 4 ways. I play no games. All me, no blame. On the wave, my own wave, can't stop my shine. In the lane, my own lane, can't stop my grind. 40 yard in the V12, like 1.5. 19, I clip 19 in a month, no lie. No one like the greatest, but it's one who's always greater. Go dummy, go beast on them. I go big, go deep, I OG on them. Apply pressure, put heat on them. 500 degrees on them. Go dummy, go beast on them.
Wait, that's short.
Apply pressure, put heat on them.
All right, we need to stop this. They're gonna run the rousing. They're gonna round it from yonder. Oh, now I can't pull it up. Yeah, whatever. All righty, y'all. Y'all know I usually start with one of my songs, but y'all forgot to remind me. What's the day? Today is the 20th. Them music people took the daggone money. I was supposed to cancel the daggone program today. I totally forgot. Damn, I was gonna eat with that money next week. Doggone it. Oh well. We'll get by the best way we can. Cause they ain't gonna give it back. Yeah, they got me. You know, it's been that kind of 2020 ain't been the best. I must say. 2020 ain't been the best. Ain't nothing really going the way it should be going. Seriously. When I'm at the point, yeah, whatever. Just whatever. I'm not getting no notifications. I wasn't notified that they taking that money. They supposed to send you a warning. Didn't get that either. I don't know. I think I made a mistake switching phone companies. And now, the only one that was getting all balls, if I have it up in the air, was band 13. Now I got it in the air. And now, guess what? It won't get 4 bars. And they keep dropping frames. So, you know, the boom, and did it again. The boom been lowered. The boom has been lowered. No matter what we do, it's not going to work. I told you I'm not getting them, Naya. The phone not getting the email. It's not telling me nothing. I told them the phone is defective, but they act like this is the greatest thing in the world. Well, we're going to cancel it now. Y'all already took the money. Ain't going to be made pretty good. They already took the money. You think they don't give it back? And I went on a site. I didn't see a place. I didn't see a place to cancel it. I only saw that they took it. Let me go look in Gmail on the computer and see if I see anything. Hold on. Let me guess the song over. Boy, I tell you, boy, I'm having the worst luck. Won't nothing go right. But you know what? We just keep going. Whatever. Do what you gotta do, man. We just do what we do. Well, we not even gonna sweat it. We just not even gonna sweat it. Let me go look real quick. Shoot. Your products are in stock now. Well, the people took the money. That's a lot of help. Can we go to all inboxes? What inbox? Which one did I use? Why can't I go to the one I want? Oh. I don't know what email I use. Okay, try 40 then. There it is. I don't see nothing coming in. I'm saying, Bring it. Forget it. Man, they ain't too many questions. I canceled it. They can't take it no more. Forget it. I'll make it authorize them to take that. So they saying it's not unauthorized, so. And I just unauthorized it 2 minutes ago. So it's gonna be wait a minute, let me see what Nia's saying. So how did you wait a minute now? She said she came across it. Wait a minute. I don't see cancel. I see the status is active. Your subscription will expire at the end of your current billing period, 2020. I'm not getting my money back. Shit. It doesn't say on here I'll get my money back. No, it don't. They say we're not gonna bill you next month. Shoot. The subscription will expire at the end of your current billing period. Man, heck with it. I did click to cancel. They said they're not gonna bill me next March. It's on the screen. Yeah, it's through PayPal. I went to PayPal first. How do you file a reversal? Give me a picture. How do you file a reversal? Come on, man. I didn't ask you to. What are you doing? Cheat, man. You doing everything you want to do. But what I tell you? Go to my account. You say, go to my subscriptions. Log in. Subscriptions. I don't see subscriptions. Business Resolution Center. All right, she says subscriptions. Disputes and chargebacks. Transactions. Settlement. Right. That doesn't help. Go to all tools. Let me see what Naya got to say. Go to your account page and click file the complaint. Okay, go to your account page. Let's back up. Go to your account page. Okay, I see account settings. Let me see what she's saying. What is she saying? Go to your account page and click file complaint. I'm on the account. Invoicing, shipping, notifications, account owner information, account preferences, payment preferences, account accents. I don't see nothing. Look at what she said again. I don't see nothing that says that. Go to the account page and click file a complaint. Find the transaction, then click the option. Hold on. Okay, activity. Okay. Okay, already been here. I see resolution center. I don't see nothing. What type of issue you want to report? Didn't receive the item. Received the item was not described. Want to report unauthorized activity. I have a billing issue. I'm not seeing what 9 say look for. Yeah, it already posted. They got their money already. Let me just call them. Yes. So I guess it's too late for that. Come on, man. We'll get out of the mood then. So I can't use you, but you won't move. Okay, whatever. All right, refunds. Shoot. Open the dispute. Forget it, man. I don't see nothing that say reversal. It is posted. The money going on my account. Forget it. It's only $15. Maybe somebody will donate and put it back. So we got that stinking music for another. We got that stinking music for another month unless I can figure out how to work that PayPal crap. So I don't even moaning wrong over it. We'll just move on. It's crazy how we just not having no good luck, and I'm not even pressed about it because it's just like whatever. It's like whatever. It's just like whatever. You just ride it out. Because the stuff around you can change, but you don't have to. All right. our topic for tonight. Now, earlier I gave you 51 things you could do to make the world a better place around you. Now, while you're out there making the world a better place, somebody might be watching you. Somebody might like the way you look and might try to, sexually assault you. Somebody might see that nice jewelry you got on. Or might see that nice car you got. Might decide they want to carjack you or they want to strong arm rob you. So, what we're going to look at now is 32 of the best self-defense weapons non-lethal in 2020. We chose non-lethal because I don't want to see you go to jail. So that's why we're going to look at the 32 best self-defense weapons non-lethal in 2020, and we'll see if some of you have this in your current arsenal. And if you don't, maybe you need to go out there and get it. So this is what makes this helpful. So let's get it. The U.S. Department of Justice reported over 1.3 million home invasions and 1.25 million cases of violent crime last year. That may seem like a lot, and unfortunately it is, meaning you need to be prepared and ready in the off chance you become part of those statistics. Self-defense weapons. Now you see, he got a baseball bat. He has a pepper gun. Actually, I hadn't seen that Mace pepper gun. I wonder if it shoot pepper balls or spray. If it shoot pepper balls, I might have to look into getting one. You got pepper gel, and you got two different kind of tasers. And there's a difference between stun gun and a taser, and you got to know the difference because a taser is also a stun gun after you use the cartridge. You pop it off, and then it becomes a stun gun. So notice the difference between stun gun and taser. A taser shoots two prongs out that attaches to the person, and then you get to press the voltage on how long you want to keep them, and it messes with their body so that they can't do what they want to do. They can't move. They can't make their body parts do it. Now, the taser is long distance and is more effective. Unless the prongs miss. If the prongs don't make contact with the skin, if they wearing a leather coat or something, or a raincoat, it might not reach contact with the nerves, and it might not be effective. Now, the stun gun is for close range combat because you have to hold it on them. That means you got to hold them still so that they can feel the contact. But the bad thing is it hurts, but it doesn't immobilize them. Soon as you stop applying the pressure, the pain go away and they can beat you up. So if you're going to be using a stun gun, you have to hold it. That's why when we showed the video of the young girl that got out the car with the stun gun and she's waving it all around, she wasn't trying to put it on nobody until she had got back in the daggone car. I don't understand how you let somebody chase you back to your car when you got the weapon. But at that point, she wasn't able. They took it from her. So didn't do her a bit of good. She even better off with a taser. Anyway, so remember that a stun gun and a taser is not the same thing. A stun gun can't be a taser, but a taser is a stun gun. Can y'all remember that? A stun gun can never be a taser, but a taser, after you use the cartridge up, is basically a stun gun. So that's why you can get a taser for $10. I mean, you can get a stun gun for $10, but tasers start at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800. So it's far better to have and not need than to need and not have. Can I read that again, especially for the ladies? It's far better to have a good weapon on you and not need it than it is to need a weapon in times of crisis and have nothing. Okay? You give me something, I can do something. I ain't got nothing. It's hard to do nothing with nothing. Because nothing plus nothing is what? Nothing. You got a crazy 250-pound man coming after you, and you ain't got nothing but your hands, and your name is not Brucella Lee. Bad things are going to happen. After the day show, we're going to make sure you got your arsenal ready. Some of these things we're going to look at, I guarantee you, I already have them. So, let's go. This is a quote the Marine Corps burned into my brain before they even told us to shoot. Following this advice has actually saved my butt in a plethora of situations. That's why I'm bringing you a list of my favorite non-lethal self-defense weapons. We'll get you suited with the latest gear to ensure you're prepared and ready to defend yourself, and I'll do all the heavy lifting for you, showing you where to snag some killer deals after we discuss the science and how to use each one. Before we get started though, I discuss the difference between lethal and non-lethal. Many Americans own guns, and I definitely won't ever discount the deterrence and stopping power in a self-defense scenario of a firearm in the hands of a trained and responsible individual. Although guns get the job done, not everyone is comfortable and or trained well enough to properly use a firearm. There are many risks to using a firearm, including collateral damage. That makes the use of firearms not ideal in many situations. Carrying a firearm on you is also illegal in many places, including near schools, government property, sports, and concert venues, and concealed without a license in some states. Carrying a firearm unconcealed is never advisable. So if you can't do it legally, you're either breaking the law or putting yourself in even more danger as you and your firearm become a major target in the event of a violent situation. On the flip side, there are many self-defense weapons that you can legally carry in just about all places. So legally, you'll have little to worry about. This doesn't exempt all items on this list from all laws, though. Laws constantly change. It's up to you to check your state's legislation. Carrying something legal in your state across the border into another state may also be illegal. So make sure you read up and plan ahead before you travel. If you purchase several items on this list, I'm sure you'll have something legal in every state. And it never hurts to have multiple options. Aside from that, you may simply not want to end the life of someone else and have it weigh on your conscience. Pulling the trigger of a firearm when it's pointed at someone is also a tragic event you'll never forget. And many end up regretting. Man, this is a good pouch right here. Choking me. Non-lethal self-defense gadgets have come a long way and have a proven track record when it comes to diffusing a violent situation. You don't need to kill a desperate kid trying to snatch your purse. You simply need to incapacitate them and remove yourself from the danger. And lucky for us, there are many options available to get this done at very reasonable prices. Most of these self-defense weapons have a special ability attached to them. In law enforcement, it's called deterrence. Deterrence is the act of brandishing the weapon to incite fear and panic. Now, I'm not telling you to walk around with an electrified baton or stun gun in your hand 24/7, arcing it at every person that comes near you. However, if you're alone late at night and walking through a dark parking lot or down a dangerous street, having a weapon simply visible may be enough to save you from having someone attack you in the first place. Remember, People that are out to steal and mug don't care about you personally. They want what you have and they want it easily. If they see you're prepared, they'll worry about the weapon itself and that you may have training, which means they'll likely pick another target. As a last quick note, before we jump into the list, training may require to use some of these effectively. There's absolutely no substitution for training, which is why our military and law enforcement are the best in the world. There are a surprisingly massive amount of self-defense training schools located all over the U.S., and some law enforcement agencies even put on free or hugely discounted classes for anyone and everyone to join. Using these gadgets incorrectly may result in more damage to yourself than the person attacking you. Obviously not ideal, so be prepared to deal with both gadgets and proper training. Let's get to it. Here are the best self-defense weapons non-lethal. First up, pepper spray, pepper gel. If you talk to anybody who's ever been pepper sprayed, they'll probably tell you it was one of the worst experiences of their lives. Anyone pepper sprayed, even if it's not a direct face shot, will be blinded immediately, and the effects can last up to 2-4 hours. Pepper spray is a lacrimatory agent that consists of oleurosin of capsium, OC, which is a natural oil found in the placenta of very hot peppers. This oil causes immediate expansion of capillaries upon contact. This causes a plethora of side effects, including inflammation of the mucous membrane. Snot and other nasty body juice will pretty much cover your entire upper body. Your eyes, nose, mouth, and lungs will feel like they're on fire. All skin contact feels like wasp stings, and the targeted individual will have a horrendous time trying to breathe. All this pretty much guarantees you several minutes of opportunity to flee or defend yourself. Pepper spray is one of the best self-defense weapons for someone who is untrained because it's pretty much impossible for it to be lethal. It's non-toxic, and to use it, you just need to point and shoot in the general direction with a spray that has a wide area of coverage. A single second of pepper spray will render a target basically useless for a minimum of 15 minutes all the way up to an hour or so. Use it sparingly. It doesn't take much to get yourself out of a sticky situation. Pepper spray is used by many police departments around the world and even utilized in military applications due to both its power and cost effectiveness. Pepper spray is not to be confused with mace or tear gas. Each of these is entirely different agents. In general, pepper spray is the best for general self-defense because it is the most powerful irritant of the three, even working on people under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Even further, there are mace products, which is actually a brand, and ironically, they sell pepper spray products alongside a long line of other self-defense weapons. Since the market is a bit confusing and these terms can be used interchangeably by silly marketers, you'll need to know the difference and ensure you read about the product before purchasing. All of the products in this section are true pepper spray. So I want you to remember that now. Pepper spray is more powerful than mace or tear gas. And yes, using milk to rinse off pepper spray is really the only effective method to help subside the effects, but it most certainly isn't an instant cure. Using water can actually make matters worse as it helps spread the OC to more parts of your body without actually neutralizing the active ingredient. So don't use water. You said a lot of people get water. All it does is the water spreads it around. All right, number 1, Salt Supply long-range pepper spray gun. Now, I've actually had one of these. I fell asleep and somebody actually stole one from the car I was sleeping in. I used to carry this down in the seat of the car, but I didn't have I didn't have a salt supply one. I just had the regular one. You can go on eBay and you can buy one from a kid, basically. These are legal. You can carry these anywhere. Kids use them for paintballing, but you're not shooting paintballs. You're actually shooting pepper spray balls. In my review, the closest thing you can get to defending yourself with a firearm without being lethal. The assault supply pepper spray gun acts a lot like a firearm, but instead of filling your attacker with lead, you're blinding them with pepper spray. Regular pepper spray deployment systems have a major flaw, and that is range. An attacker can cover a traditional pepper spray system's effective range in roughly 2 seconds, which isn't much time to deploy, take aim, and use effectively for someone untrained and unsuspecting. The pepper spray gun has a range of over 150 feet, giving you significantly more time to react and defend yourself. Furthermore, the pepper spray gun allows up to for 21 shots, ensuring you've got plenty of pepper for multiple attackers, in some cases, a little extra for those who truly deserve it. Most people never use their self-defense products until they actually need to, causing a major disconnect in the user's skill versus effectiveness. The pepper spray gun comes with blanks so that you can fire all day to ensure you're well versed and ready when a situation arises without blowing through your precious supply for self-defense pepper awesomeness. The only I complain here is that the entire unit itself is a little on the large size, coming in at roughly the same size as a full-frame double-stack pistol, which if you ever carried a handgun as an EDC, you know it isn't the ideal frame size or composition. It's possible to carry it as an EDC, just not exactly comfortable. Is it worth the trade-off? Well, if you aren't going to carry a firearm and you think traditional pepper spray systems are inadequate, then yes, I think it is. A key point to consider is that these pepper firing firearms are using a 12-gram non-threaded CO2 cartridge similar to what you expect to find in a pellet pistol. These cartridges are not included in the deal I have linked to, and thus you'll need to make sure you pick yourself up a few along with your purchase. You can find CO2 cartridges here. Each canister gives you roughly 21 shots of usage. Now, if you're going to get this is something you want to keep in the car or in the house if you don't want to have a gun or if you can't have a gun. And I would advise you to not just use. Hold on, I can show you better than I can tell you. Hold on a second. Let me see you on top of it. I got a spare magazine. This actually is an extension. $10 in each one. Now, I don't just use the same thing. You take this off. Now, if you look here, you see, if you look there, see it look like a marble? Imagine that being shot at you at 300 feet per second. But also, I got ride balls that the police and SWAT team use for ride control. So we not just gonna hit you with the pepper spray. I don't know how many balls I got in here. Wait a minute. Hold on. I ain't came across one yet. Wait a minute. There's one in there somewhere. Hold on. These are called breaker balls. They also use these. If you get hit in the temple with one, chances are you're going to be in intensive care. You might even die. I'm being honest with you. It's not a toy. A lot of people, make fun. I want a real gun or whatever. Well, you use these, you're not going to go to jail for nowhere near as long as you would go for using a gun. I'm looking here. I don't see any pepper balls. Hold on a sec. And there's a reason for it, because when I'm going for that one, I'm trying to kill you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me pop this out here. Let me see. Like I told you, Alright, there it is. Alright. Oh, I see. It's been a while. Whoa, they all popped up. Okay. Now, if you look at this magazine, you see. Let me go. Now, this is first line of defense. Now, I popped these out, but there's the cartridge he was talking about, right? That's what powers the gun. These are the rod balls. They're really hard. And then when they pew, they come out there, pew. We'll take an eyeball out, knock out one of your teeth. This is, y'all know that they're the same size as paintballs, but you can use a paintball gun. But not them cheap cheap. You got to get the good one. You can't get no cheap cheap. You got to get a good one. You can't get them little like $79. No, you got to at least spend $150. Shop on eBay, you might find one for $130. But I would get the good stuff. They got rifles too. Don't mess around. They got rifles too if you really serious about home ownership. This is PVC. This is the pipes. The stuff they use for the pipe. This is PCV power. You do not want to get hit in the head or mouth or eye with one of these. I'm telling you, they are lethal. These are the breaker balls. Firemen use these to knock out windows when they're trying to put a fire out. Also, hostage situations or situations where people are in a car and won't come out. They'll fire these and these will go right through a window, a car window. These will shatter a car window. And then, after they shatter the window, they send these in. These are the pepper ball. This is a pepper ball. This is pepper spray in a ball. And it's coming at you. Pew! And as it bam hit you, then they let this big cloud of pepper spray dust out. And you can't not breathe because you got to breathe. After you get hit like that, you got, oh Lord. So you want to hit them with this. Then you hit them with one of these. And they should turn and run away. If they don't, then that's why you have them lined up inside the magazine. You have them lined up in order. That's why you saw in the long one, there wasn't no pepper ball. At that point, I'm trying to kill you. If I got to reach for that 20 extension, I'm trying to put a hole in you. I'm not trying to run you off. I'm not trying to make you run away. I'm trying to take you down. Hopefully you don't get back up. Then that's when you get the PCV power fight. This thing is so hard. It is so hard. You can't crush it. You can't squish it. They still won't leave. Then you try to hit them in the temple or the eyeball with one of these. If you hit somebody right, they'll die on impact. If you hit somebody right, they will die on impact. Anybody that ever played marbles, you ever hit somebody with a marble, just throwing it at them and see how it hurt? Imagine it coming at 240 feet to 350 feet per second. And these are light. So that means they're gonna go pew. Now some of y'all say, I still rather had a bullet. But like I said, with these, you don't go to jail. With the bullet, there's a chance that you're going to jail. Okay? These, you got a 20% chance of killing somebody. With the bullet, you got a 70% chance of killing somebody. So, you know, depends on your odds. So let me load this back up with put the hard stuff at the bottom. We're gonna put the hard stuff at the bottom. But this is the first thing that I go for, because like I said, suppose the landlord, we got the music on and he knocking and we don't hear him. He comes through the door. Oh Lord. You gotta have one in the chamber. But hold on a sec. I don't want that. That's okay. I'll put it in the chamber. Gotta put one in the chamber. I gotta wash my hands too. Okay. And y'all see that they loaded up in the magazine. There's the cartridge the man was telling you about. And like I said, this is a pepper spray ball. And I'm telling you, you don't have to hit somebody. You could have it land around them. And the powder will take them down. And if they're on drugs, you might have to hit them with something hard. But this is non-lethal. And like I said, very slim chance of you going to jail. I haven't gone yet. So, one in the chamber. One in the chamber. And then you put the rest in. And we're good to go. I'm not going to show you the firearm because it's illegal on YouTube. When we don't want to mess up transfer AdSense on this money. We don't want to mess our little 30 cents up. But I just showed you. Oh my God, y'all couldn't see anything anyway. Did anybody tell me? No, didn't nobody tell me. Hold on a sec. Let me wash my hands. Because I had the pepper spray on. I don't want to touch my eyes or nose or mouth and be sitting here falling apart and then wash my hands real good here. Wash my hands here. Now, if y'all ladies think that that's too big, they have a smaller one. It's actually the size of a regular handgun. I would love to have it. That boy costs $300. I'm waiting on the price to come down. I would love to have it. I kid you not. I would love to have it. But that's something you can keep in your car. In between the seats, stick it down in there. You can be sitting there, la-di-da, the red light, somebody come up there, you reach down. Now, the one that he's showing, you can go on eBay and just buy a paintball gun off a daggone kid. You can probably get one for $119. They're gonna try and get you to pay $400 for the ass. You could actually buy the gun on eBay or Etsy or Craigslist, wherever, wish list, whatever. You can get it dirt cheap, and then you can go on Amazon or eBay or go on that site and buy the pellets. You can actually go buy them. You don't have to spend $400. You can get it for less than $200. You can have everything, not even $200. I would say for $170. You good to go. And I would get regular. I would get the regular rod balls to practice with. That's what I used to do. I would get the regular rod balls and I would go practice. So that when the time came, I was ready to go. When the time came, Brother Derrick was ready. Now, I pulled it out many a day. I chased people many a day, but I've never actually had to fire at them. But you might not be blessed like I am. But God darn it, I had it ready. I had it ready. See, a lot of people tell you about stuff they don't know. I tell you, when we go look at the security guard, they had to watch that whole mall. Man, I couldn't imagine having to cover that whole mall, the front and the back, and the other stores on that daggone strip. Man, shoot. That's why he had the gun, the taser, the pepper spray. He had it all. The daggone wand stick, he had it all. He needed it. And, you know, y'all kind of laugh when y'all see me, you know, in awe. And yeah, that's a lot of ground to cover. That's a lot of hooligans to cover. I just had to protect one store. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't even imagine doing a Walgreens or a Family Dollar. They got so many aisles. You imagine doing a Walmart? So they got so many cameras in there. You can't watch all them aisles. I couldn't imagine it. But I had one out in the car. And I had one down in the, I could reach. And then I had my regular stuff. You know, I had Spike and the pepper spray, you know, and the knife. I always had that on me, but just in case, you know, suppose you body slam somebody and they came back with 8 people. What are you gonna do? You can talk to me about Bruce Lee all you want. Kind of hard to beat 8 people. So, like I say, you don't know. Somebody might see you buy something. Somebody might see something and you got this nice. They might want it. And they might decide they're going to take it. And the problem is when the people see they can take one thing, then they try and take it all. You got to be ready to defend what you have. Don't die for it. Because if you do the things I tell you to do and the person's still coming at you, God darn it, give them to them and run. But fight first. If you can't fight, run. You can always get it again. You got to know when it's like, okay, forget it. I wish somebody would have told me the screen was still blocked. But it's okay. Let me go show you what the gun looks like. Let me scroll back up. Let me pull a page up. This is what the gun looks like. Now you saw the magazine I had was longer because I had to extend it. I think that only holds 8, and the other magazine I showed you held 9, but the long one held 10 on each side, so it held 20. So you stick it right up in there, and the cartridge goes right here. That's the firing hole up top. But down the bottom, you just unscrew it with your hand, just turn it and pop it out. And when you put it in, just leave it. Now the other one, the other one I showed you with the canister in it, you gotta twist it real quick before you can use it. That one, you just do a hard trigger pull and it pops the cartridge right here, and then it'll fire. It's like a semi-automatic rifle. And what people do is they carry 2 or 3 magazines. And when one empty, they press that button on the side right there above the trigger. See that button, that black button right there? You pop it, it drop right out, pop another one in. Bam, 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 bam. That one gone, drop it, pop another one in. Bam, bam, bam. That one gone. All right, now you need another cartridge. Turn the knob, put the cartridge in, finger pull, load it up, bam, 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 bam. Drop again, bam, bam, bam. So when somebody says, well, you know, that's not going to stop nobody. If you can keep hitting them, they're going to go away. That's the one thing that nobody realizes. You are hitting them with these objects coming. This gun right here averages 260 feet per second. if you look at a long distance runner, is lucky to do 30. The best long distance runner can cover 30 feet a second. That's gonna 100. So imagine somebody running at you full speed on the track team and run into you. Now imagine this hitting you in your daggone eye or your temple or your head or your throat at 10 times the speed of the fastest runner running at you. And it's not just one, they just pam, 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 pam. That's why I say, if you don't want to go to jail, I think that's your best option. So before we get to the next option, let's see if anybody got any questions. Yeah, I mean, but you couldn't see what I was reading to you. But you can see what I showed you on the monitor. That's why I said, you know, when I first showed that last year, well, actually in 2018, a lot of people were like, oh man, I ain't using that. But I'm telling you, don't take my word for it. Look on eBay and find a cheap one for yourself. Matter of fact, we might actually go look. And I might show you how to get one cheap. The 12-ounce canisters you can get anywhere. Odell's, any sporting goods, any place. Walmart, Caldors, Woolworth, Family Dollar, you can get them from anywhere. eBay, Amazon, you can get them from anywhere. And they're not expensive. I actually bought, I don't know how, because I keep one on the bed. In case, you know, somebody kicking the door while I'm asleep, I got it right next to me. And somehow I released the gas. And I mean that, and I released the gas. I don't know how I did it. And I had to actually fire it out and then throw it away. And so then I had to go to Amazon. I had to order some. So I think I ordered a 5-pack for like $3. And I did it prime because, you know, for them 2 days, you know, I didn't have, I had no way to power it. So if somebody would have came in, I would have had to go for more lethal options. And, you know, that's a last resort. Because I don't have no problem showing the cop, yeah, that's what I hit him when he kicked my door, and that's what I hit him with. And he gonna say, all right, you good? Ain't nothing they can do. A child can go out there and play paintball with the gun, but I can't use it. I'm an adult, you know? So, for the people that try to, you know, downplay it or whatever, there you go. They be the same people that be all messed up sitting down in jail cell. The hell wrong with you? Why you got all them lumps in your head? Oh, this dude hit me with dude hit me with a damn paintball gun, man. What the hell? Paintballs hurt like that? No, you got hit with them PVC balls. All right. Saber red pepper gel. Now, I've never used the Saber. I tried the Mace pepper foam. I've never tried the pepper gel, but this is supposed to be more effective because it's foam. And it's supposed to get on you, and you can't wipe it off. But you really can't wipe off pepper spray neither, but this is supposed to stick on you. The problem is the range ain't as good as the pepper spray, but it's effective. My review, this is a rather interesting advancement in the simple uses of pepper spray. Basically, instead of aromatizing into a sort of aerosol like traditional pepper spray methods, this keeps the OC in a solid like jet stream. ensuring there's no blowback by the wind. Blowback is actually a very real thing, something I actually noticed the first time I used pepper spray. So it's nice to see the improvement on this design. Aside from blowback elimination, using gel also makes it ideal to use in a crowded place, allowing you to have a more specific target without affecting innocent bystanders or people trying to help you. That's no reason why I didn't like it. If you're in the position of authority, you might have one person you're aiming at, but they might have friends nearby that's looking to jump you. I want that blowback. I want everybody to get the hell out. I want everybody to run for the damn door. I don't want people sitting there. Get out. So, depending on, what you're using it for, sometimes you want that blowback because there might be other people that might be thinking about joining in, and then they get rid of everybody. Everybody gonna flee. And I'm gonna tell you something. There were some people that was in there to get their blunts. They was in there to get their rolls that they used for the crack pipe. Boy, they were gonna get it. Their eyes running. They didn't care. Come on, man. Here go my 250. Give it out. So the blowback for me helped me out a lot. I had people come the next day, man, I was gonna bop you in your daggone head, man, but that daggone spray, yeah, you got lucky. That spray ran me out of there. Yeah, you sit there and sprayed my damn friend. Yeah, I ought to bop you right now, but I know you're gonna pull it out again, but God darn it. Boy, that stuff saved your butt, 'cause I was gonna get you. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. See, y'all, when y'all talk to me, we talking because I've dealt with this stuff. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just making stuff up and just sitting here and trying to entertain you. I'm trying to help you out in case you get in a situation. It's helped me out. But I learned through trial and error. I've been out here and used these things. I've drawn blood with these things. I don't say it to brag. I say it because it's effective. Just because you small, just because you weak, just because you uncoordinated, just because you nerdy, don't mean you can't defend yourself or defend your children. Now, pepper gel allows for a greater range than the traditional pepper spray. Most pepper spray is only up to 10 to 12 feet, but with the Sabre pepper gel system, you can ruin a day of a mugger from up to 18 feet away. It also uses liquid chromatography, which is said to reduce the failure rate and increase maximum effectiveness. Sabre pepper gel has a 4-year lifespan, which is a little more than traditional pepper spray. This gel used in law enforcement agencies around the world and has been increasingly adopted more and more as people realize how much better the gel is than spray. Well, you're making a good point because the 18 feet away, which doesn't affect me that much, but the 18 feet away, that's pretty amazing. 18 feet away. Y'all would say, well, it only takes somebody a second to cover, 10 feet. So that gives you an extra 6 feet. That's an extra step for you to put this in their face. So I mean, next time I got some extra money, I'm going to buy that and give it a try. So see, I'm learning. Bottom line, using the pepper gel is more target focused with less blowback effect and higher ability to stick to the target. The Sabre MK3 is used in real law enforcement agencies around the world. due to its reasonably low failure rate, good range, and included holster. My holster is always ripped. That's why I wear cargo pants. All right, number 3, Police Magnum 017. Well, guess what? This is the old bottle, but Brother Derrick has that. This is the 4 ounce, and this is the 2 ounce. It is OC7. So this is 18. You can't see it on there, but this is 18 strength, and this is 17. This is the exact same thing that they have. And notice the cap. You pop the cap up like this, and you spray. That's it. That's it. That's all you do. Don't require no brain surgery. Just, hey yo, press the button right there. I like the fact they got the lift up so you don't do it by accident. Double count when you got twisted around and whatever. This just lift and spray. That's the button right there. Lift and spray. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Now y'all saw I got both of them sitting right here. Right here under the monitor. Somebody come through the door. If I can't get to the bed fast enough, I got a cloud for you while I jump over there to the bed. I got a nice little cloud when you come to that. As soon as you come in. And then I'm going to light you up all the way down the step. I'm going to light you up like a Christmas tree. Just pat, 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 pat. Pat, pat, pat. I'm going to light you up. Let's see what they got to say. My review. This little canister is designed to inflict a very large amount of pain. OC17 essentially means the product contains 17% Olaris and capsicum, which is actually was most law enforcement agency use and is more than enough to cause the desired self-defense effects. These are non-flammable, non-toxic, and include an ultraviolet UV dye. The UV dye included in this product is invisible to the human eye. However, by using a black light, law enforcement can identify a subject even if you forget what he or she looks like, because the dye sticks around on the target for several hours, maybe a day or two. As if the burning eyes, red and irritated skin, snotting around down their face isn't enough. Each canister is roughly 5 inches in height and 1.5 in diameter, making them fairly easy to carry inside a purse or bag, but probably not the best solution for carrying in your pocket. I like this spray features a 17% OC rating, which is what is used in law enforcement applications. It also has a safety discharge cap to reduce the chance of accidental discharge, and has a ultraviolet dye ray for subject identification. Number 4 for my ladies. Saber red lipstick pepper spray. My review, oh, it's so cute. A little bottle of destruction hiding in your purse, waiting to wreak havoc on anyone trying to run off with your stuff. All right, maybe a destruction was a bit overkill in the terminology department, but as with anything containing pepper spray, it's going to seriously irritate and upset someone, and when used properly, it's more than capable of being a great crime deterrent and self-defense weapon. This little lipstick looks like it has a 10-foot range and uses the Saber Red OC spray, which I've talked about in other reviews as being incredibly effective and potent. It's discreet, very tiny and portable, and it can certainly ward off an attacker. I say that makes for a good defense EDC, and hey, they're pretty cheap and easy to get. And they have another one here that's on the keychain. Put your keys on it. Ladies. And then they have the pepper gun. Now, I personally, I've had these. I don't like them. And the reason why I don't like them, and I want to be clear to you ladies, and men too. if you're going to use that, you got to be careful, because the other person, you know, there's something called elevating the situation. Like if somebody slapped you with their hand and you come back and slap them with a brick, and then they come back and slap you with a sledgehammer. Do you get where I'm going? If you pull out some pepper spray and spray somebody, they'll tell you, if you spray me, I'm going to come kill you. They never do. They'd be so glad when the pain go away. Most people don't want to mess with shit anymore. They don't want a chance to get sprayed again. But you pull out this, looks like a firearm. Some people don't know the difference. And they might see you pull that out, and instead of fighting, they might actually pull out a real firearm. Then what? You sitting there with a gun that's nothing but the same thing in that canister, except that instead of pushing the button, you pull a trigger and the same spray come out, and they got real bullets. Is that a fair fight? So you gotta, if you're gonna use that, you gotta make sure that you got something to back that up. Because if you pull out a gun and they pull out, if you pull that out and they say, "Oh, they got a gun, let me get mine," they pull a gun out. Guess what? You gonna be running from bullets. You better make sure you get them. Because if they get you, you're dead. That's why I particularly wouldn't advise that. That's just my opinion. Some of y'all might say, I'm getting that. Okay. But just know, especially from a distance, somebody see that, think you got a real gun, they might pull out a real gun. They might only want to rob you. They might only wanted to beat you up. You pull a gun on them. And some people, even you pull that out and start spraying, they turn around and start running. They remember that you pulled the gun on them. And some people will come kill you for that. Even if it wasn't real. Just the fact that you pulled a gun on them and shot at them, they'll come back and try and kill you. So I wouldn't advise getting that. If you're going to get a gun, then get the gun like I showed you. Don't get a gun to just shoot pepper spray. That's just overkill. You are stepping up situation. Even the dumbest crook know after a couple hours, the pepper spray wear off. But you pull a gun out, some people act real crazy when you pull a gun out. And they might do something in retaliation. So don't pull out this, because it being in the gun form, if you can't back it up and they pull out a gun, one of their friends might have a gun. So you pull a gun out and they might pull a gun and shoot you. You were going to shoot my friend. So, like I said, I personally wouldn't use it. Mace, police, pepper gun, Magnum 2.0. Now this looks more like a gun. That's actually kind of cute. I hate to say it. One to carry mace, but the feeling of a canister isn't tactical enough. Trading in your firearm for a non-lethal variant, but I miss the feel of a pistol grip. When the coolest way to pepper spray thugs, look no further. Mace has you covered. They developed a pepper spray gun that looks similar to a firearm from far away and to the untrained eyes, and releases a stream of pain pepper with the pull of a trigger. Get that pew 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 pepper in your face. The gun is cute too, but like I said, you don't want to pull us out and somebody else pull out a real gun. You pull us out and scare somebody, they think it's a real gun. The next time they see you, they might have a gun. Remember that you pulled a gun on them, and they might shoot you. But I gotta admit, that is cute. Hey, what do you think, Naya? What do you think, Naya? Isn't that cute? Give you that old pew 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 feeling. But I don't know, it's kind of cute. Anybody have any comments? Would anybody ever consider getting that? Let's see how much it costs. Do they got a price? $39. Now, whenever you see blue, see that? It says water practice. That's for you to practice with. But like I said, why spend $40 when you can get the same thing, for $10? I'm just saying. And it's easy to carry. All right, now this is the kind I hate, the kind with that cap. I hate that cap. Never buy that, ladies. Don't buy it. You got it, throw it away. Or give it away. Somebody said, Cold Steel Brooklyn Basher. Once again, you need to be close. I wouldn't advise that unless you pepper spray them first, then do it. All right, next up, self-defense knives. Check that out. I like the hook on it. All right, that's similar to the one I got right here. Like I said, I'm sitting here and people think they're gonna sneak up on me. And I got another one right here. I call this the double. Why is it called the double? I call this the double. You know why? Because when you flick it out, and I can't find the other part, there's another part, and it formed like Voltron. And see that button right there, you separate them. So you can have one and or you can have two and be like that woman on, what's her name, Melina, on Mortal Kombat 3. You know, the woman, they got the two things. Hayasa. I like the hook. See, if you can get that and somebody juggler, this really used to intimidate the hooligans. Because I would say, look, I'm aiming for the jugular. All I got to do is catch the Adam apple. When I swing by, the first swing, the second swing, when I grab something, I'm going to keep yanking. And I'm going to drag you all around this parking lot by your damn Adam's apple. You better pray the cops get here. And I'm telling you. And like I say, I like how it just folds up. Nice and compact. Got the belt clip. Put it on your belt. Put it on your pants leg. Your pocket, pants pocket. And like I say, you can use one or the other. Or both. And like I say, when you sitting there, you swiping with it, just wait for something to catch. And like I said, if you miss the first time, when you come back, you got 2 chances each time you swing. You got 2 chances to catch something. That's what I like about it. That's why I keep it right there. You got 2 chances to catch something. No comments, so let's keep going. All right. There's another knife. I don't like it because it don't fold down. They got flashlights. I wouldn't suggest that unless you're gonna. It's just too big. I gotta admit, that's cute, but if you came at me with that, you would never. All right, next up, stun gun, aka taser, but not actually a taser. Probably the most popular non-lethal self-defense gadget out there, other than pepper spray. The stun gun is essentially a tiny box with a battery and a stun component on the end of it. They're pretty simple in design, and many people refer to them as tasers, although taser is technically a brand and stands for a unit that actually shoots a projectile that contains prongs that then electrify the recipient. These two things are different, and it's important to remember that stun gun and tasers have different sets of laws in many states. So in short, a stun gun doesn't shoot anything. It has two or more prongs that must make contact. A taser shoots an actual projectile roughly 30 feet. The two are very different, although the terms are often found used incorrectly. There are many legalities when it comes to stun guns, stun baton, tasers, etc. And it is up to you to research them and comply properly. A stun gun, although a very effective method of self-defense, is not always legal to own or operate. At the time of writing, it is illegal to own or purchase a stun gun in the states of Hawaii, New Jersey, Rhode Island, New York, Massachusetts, Michigan, and DC. These laws change often, and even if you legally purchase a unit, you need to pay close attention to new legislation to ensure you're remaining complying with the law in your state. Another setback to stun device ownership: some individual cities have banned stun gun, such as Chicago, Philadelphia, Annapolis, Crawford County, and Baltimore. I currently do not have one because they are illegal. Now, I used to have one when I worked security, and I made sure all my security guards had them. I would never sell them to the yo boys. But just the sound of it scares most people away. Scares people away. People remember being young and messing around with the sockets. Remember your parents used to beat you when you messed around with the sockets? When you ever been electrocuted, you remember it. Even as a child, when you hear that zzz, you jump. But like I said, the stun gun is not effective for ladies. And for those of you who are about to say, shut up, how many World Star videos have we watched where we've seen people using a stun gun and the people still fighting? Talk to me. Remember the woman that jumped the woman in the beauty salon? She started out tasing her. That taser still on the ground of the damn beauty salon. You remember the one where people was fighting in the mall and somebody had a taser? You remember when the man was fighting the woman? It was 3 girls and one of them had a taser, and the dude she tried to tase the dude, and the dude beat the crap out of her, and that taser went rolling down the ground. Another girl picked it up, and she back there, and the dude beating the woman up. You had to be able to hold somebody and hold it on them. That is not a tool for ladies. It's a cheap tool because you can get them for under $10. I can tell you where you can go get them for under $10. But the problem is, you gotta hold it on somebody. I would advise you to pepper spray somebody first and then try that if you were gonna do it. But I'd rather you got that bat. I'd rather you got the bat of the baton and started swinging that than sit there and, at least you wouldn't be touching the person. They couldn't grab you. You could swing that back and jump back, swing it and jump back. But you sitting there trying to, what to keep somebody from grabbing you and putting you in a chokehold or something and making you drop it. Then when you drop it, there's no more pain. and everything come back to normal, and then they can sit there and beat you up, throw you, rape you, do whatever they want to do. So I don't advise. If that's all you can afford, get the pepper spray. At least you can put 10 to 12 feet. If you get the gel, 18 feet between you and your attacker, you can spray and get the hell out of there. Now, if you spray them and they don't drop to their knees, I always say, ain't nothing like a good front kick to the groin. Ain't nothing like a kick to the throat. If you get that bat, hit them with the bat. You got a baton, hit them with the baton. But the one thing you don't want to do after you mace somebody is sit there and be close to them. That means you're getting maced too. So, y'all understand what I'm saying? You're getting pepper sprayed too. You're gonna be laying down there with them. Naya said we have a stun gun. Well, Naya, have you used it in a real fight yet? Hold on, we got somebody in the chat that actually has one. Have you used it in a fight? Have you used it on somebody? How was you able to hold them down and keep that on them? Because you know the minute the contact is not made, the pain go away. You know that, right? You do realize that, right? As long as you hold it on the right part of their body and you are holding it to them, you can get them to react to the pain. But the minute you stop, all their reflexes and all the signals to the brain, they all come right back and they can beat the crap out of you. Take it and use it on you. My problem with the stun gun is that you have to be close. And as a woman, Naya, you don't want to be up on somebody, body to body, trying to hold this on them. Like the girl we saw that ran and jumped in the car and got beat up. She sitting there. I mean, at first they were scared. Then they said, wait a minute. She backing up. They chased her back to her car and drug her out there and beat up. Stun gun went flying down the road. So, my opinion, stun gun as a sound deterrent. But if the person don't get scared, I'm reaching for something else. And it has happened because I've had people say, you hit me with that, I'm gonna come back and kill you. Why don't you kill me now? Go ahead. But it is a good deterrent. But all people ain't afraid. That's the problem with it. What happened to the person ain't afraid of it? Then what? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all notice that, I don't know where Crawford County is, but Annapolis is the capital of Maryland. That's our state capital. And Baltimore City and County, they are illegal. But there are 30, I think it's 32 or 31 counties in the state of Maryland. And you telling me that in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and in Annapolis, which has the most black people in it, it's illegal. But those other 29 counties, it's not illegal. Does that sound racist? I'm just asking. You're more liable to find a bigger concentration of black people in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, in Annapolis, y'all don't find in particular, because Anne Arundel County is part of Annapolis, and there's a lot of black people there. Isn't that amazing that the places where it's the biggest concentration of minorities, they can't have it. But the other 29 counties, they can have a stun gun. So that means if we go to the Raven Stadium, if we go to the Oriole game, if we at the Inner Harbor, if we at Fort McHenry, the Baltimore Aquarium, the power plant, places where people come from all over the state. The people that live in Baltimore can have a stun gun pulled on them. And when the police come, the people are going to say, well, go ahead, lock me up. I'm going to get off because it's legal in my county. Well, it wasn't legal in Baltimore, and why isn't it? It's legal everywhere else. Why ain't it legal in Baltimore? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Because it's not. Well, why isn't it? Everybody else can have it. Kent County can have it. Carroll County can have it. You can have it out Bowie, Charles County. Delaware County, Clark County, or how come you can't have it in Baltimore City? Talk to me. And the jury is going to let you off. So that means that the majority of Baltimoreans, when they go to these places where other people come, they're going to be facing a stun gun. That they're not allowed to carry legally. How is that fair? Stun gun devices have the ability to light fabric on fire, so be careful. Use a stun gun in tandem with pepper spray. Make sure the aerosol is inflammable, otherwise you'll have similar effects to a flamethrower, which will be cool depending on what you're into. A stun gun works by delivering a large dosage of electric shock at a high impulse frequency to the localized muscles at the point of contact, creating muscle spasms, loss of motor function, and extreme pain. The voltage of a stun gun is very high to cause extreme effects such as muscle pain, but the amperage is ultra low to prevent internal organ damage and permanent injury. To incapacitate your attacker, you only need to shock them for 2 to 3 seconds by contacting their skin with the metal prongs of your stun gun. Stun guns are more effective when used on a larger muscle group such as the thigh, back, chest, however, are effective pretty much anywhere they're able to make contact with. But, like I said, you got to make sure. Let's look at some of the stun guns. Now this one right here, I can get you this. I can get you this stun gun for $8. This one right here is a bit stronger, probably about the $15, $18 range. This one here, probably about $25 range. I can find you a good deal around $18 maybe. This one here in the $25, $30 range. All right, let's get to the big boys. All right, the king of non-lethal self-defense, the taser. Now, I've likely mentioned this before, but I'd like to reiterate in case you missed it. Taser does not encompass all electrical stun devices. It's actually a brand name that is turned into a category name. Like kind of how we say Kleenex, despite the actual brand of what tissue paper we're using. So tasers really only come from one source, which is Taser. I'll try and describe the top 3 Taser products and which each is good for. I'll warn you, these most certainly aren't cheap, and there are some knockoffs that might be worth trying. However, Taser has a positive reputation, a reputation so good that people refer to all stun devices as Taser. So that really sums up how credible they are as a company. Just like stun guns and batons, there are a lot of laws that vary by each state. You are responsible for knowing these laws and keeping up with new legislation. We already covered that. Taser works by firing 2 electrodes that embed into the skin of your target. After both electrodes make contact, a high-frequency wave of electricity is sent down the leads into the electrodes, passing that electricity into the nervous system of the target. This will cause minor puncture wounds, minor burns around the electrodes, massive amounts of pain, uncontrollable muscle spasm, neuromuscular incapacitation, loss of motor function, disorientation, nausea, and a plethora of other temporary effects. Tasers aren't meant to be lethal, however. There are hundreds of cases where the target falls as a result of being tased and hits their head or dies, or the target has some crazy heart condition that becomes increasingly worse as they receive a jolt from the taser. In short, proper targeting and trigger control that would apply with a real firearm should apply here with a taser. So tasers are dangerous, especially if the person got heart problems. A last thing to consider before buying a taser, you'll need cartridges. Much like a firearm needs bullets. Cartridges can sometimes be reused on how they were used, but for the most uses, especially if you shoot someone, you want to replace the cartridge with a new one. These can be costly, so prepare accordingly and always have a few extras on hand. Different taser models can use different cartridges, but some cartridges can be used in several different devices, so make sure you read the label before buying and ensuring the cartridge in question is compatible with your device. I lied, not the last thing. This is the last thing. You need to buy batteries. Normally, it's not a big deal, but with taser devices, it's a big deal. These puppies can run up to $60 each. The batteries aren't rechargeable and are good for roughly 40 to 50 discharges. If you're using this for self-defense only, this probably isn't an issue. If you're going to play around and shoot targets all day, this can become costly rather quickly. So you can't recharge the batteries. Now, stun gun you can recharge. That's the Taser Pulse. Let's see how much it costs. $400. Woo! $400 in a teeny. $400 in a teeny. Woo! All right, now this looks like a cheaper one. Let's see how much this one is. Nope, $349. Currently unavailable. You already see it can't be shipped to my location. Check out the Taser X2. Oh Lord, how much is that? $1,127. God darn. Let's look at the video.
Tasers and stun guns are not the same thing. Just like Kleenex is a brand of tissues, Taser is a brand of conducted electrical weapons. The term stun gun is just a generic name for any contact-only electrical weapon. So while all Taser devices can be a stun gun, not all stun guns are a Taser. Additionally, a stun gun relies solely on pain compliance that is initiated via direct contact with the body. In comparison, a Taser device can temporarily immobilize an attacker from up to 15 feet away.
Well, said the same thing I said.
Tasers.
Hope we don't get flagged for that. So, now you said one shot with a taser, you miss us over. Well, actually, a taser, a real taser, is also a stun gun. When you pop the cartridge off, you got the two prongs with the electricity. The same electricity that will go through the wires that will hit somebody. You got the same two prongs that's on a regular stun gun. So you can stick it to them if you run out of cartridges and hold it there. But like I said, you basically got a $400, $10 stun gun. So if you're gonna get the real thing, make sure you got backup cartridges. If you shoot and you miss, pop it off, pop another one on. If you ain't got another one, then you got a stun gun with a gun handle. Now they say you can purchase a real weapon for the cost. Well, if somebody break in your house now, and they see you pull up something, and they turn to run, and you already shot the bullet and then turned around and run, they're gonna take you downtown. If you hit them with a taser and they turn to run, it's a lot easier to say, I had already pressed the button before they turned around. They'll buy that from the taser. They won't buy that from the bullet. They're not going to buy it from the bullet. I can tell you right now, they're not going to buy it. They're not going to buy that story. Hey, I didn't mean to come back. What happened? Why did I come back? Well, I was done with them anyway. Let's go to eBay. While we here, let's check on our yeah, we don't care about that one. That thing ain't moving anyway. Let's check on our necklace. It's still in transit. That don't help. It's still in transit. I don't care about that other one. Let's put in here stun gun. All right, let's put under $13. That's a flashlight and a stun gun. $12.75, $10.95. There it is. Told you $8, $7.99. Police M12. That's a $12.98. Oh, look at the pink one. Isn't that cute? $7.99. $8.95. $11.95. $8.95. That's $13. That's kind of cute right there. $7.99, $12.98, $12.98, $9.95. Like I said, my problem with these is you have to hold them on the person. That's what I don't like about them. So let's go look at. Cause I forgot the name of them. But let's look at paintball gun. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say gun. I meant to say pistol. Oops. Hold on. Paint gun pistol. All right, Tipman TPX. Oh, I got under $13. No, that ain't gonna work, bro. Oh, that's the newer one. $259. Got gone. $250. Look at that setup. It's extremely rare. They're looking for $370. New Tipman Deluxe. I don't know why they make them so ugly. They so good. They still holding their price value. But you gotta hunt to find that deal. Like I said, they came out with new ones. I just think they so ugly. Oh, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Used. Hit used. Now, don't get that cheap. Don't get that. That's cheap. You don't want that. Even for the newer models, the prices are ridiculous. $299. This is an auction. I don't like that kind of count with the hop on it. Check out the rifle. Right now it's at $50. It got 5 days left on it. You want magazine fed. 186, that's not bad. That got the hopper. Some people like that because you can get the gas tank right there and you can just fire, just bam. It just you can shoot all day. You can get like 300. You can get 300 projectiles in that hopper, and you can just shoot somebody until they dead. But you know, I wouldn't. I ain't trying to kill nobody. That's the old cheap. It got a hopper on it. I like magazine fed. That's $198. 127. I wonder how many magazines you can get now. I mean, how many projectiles you can get now. I ain't seen no deals yet. I only seen one deal. Let me take out and just go. If I find one I like yet. They showing the cheapy. You don't want to mess with those. Let's keep going. They showing us the cheaps. $540. God damn it. Still ain't seen nothing. Tiberius Arms. I don't know. I ain't seen a deal yet. Let's just put in Tiberius. That's what I'm talking about. I want that one right there. The price won't come down. $299. I want that right there. Tiberius Arms First Strike. That same magazine that I showed you, the gun I got right there is twice the size of that. That's something you can conceal. I want that. If I need so many things. Boy, if I ever came with this money, I would buy one of them. Whoa, check that out. That's a machine pistol? $500. Hey, if you can afford it, shoot, get that. You can afford it. God darn. Making a person feel broke. Just sitting here. Don't get the 43 caliber. You want the power. Those ain't powerful. I ain't seen a deal. The price has gone up on these. The price has really gone up. I ain't seen neither one of the two I like. I ain't seen neither one cheap. Like somebody bought them all up. I ain't seen a deal on nothing. You might be better off going on man. That's rough right there. I ain't seen a deal on nothing. They keep showing these cheaps. Their price still ain't came down at the Braves Arms. And what? Oh, it's a deluxe kit. Okay. They showing a lot of deluxe kits. That first strike, boy, I tell you, if I had the money. $2.99. I don't see no deals. $249. $312. How the price jump on them so high? Something sent the price up, y'all. That's ridiculous. I ain't seen a deal yet. I haven't seen a deal yet. All right, there's the monkey fist. Y'all know I got that. That's a stun gun, another monkey fist. Now, if we're looking for something different, here. That's pepper spray. I don't like that because you got to get too close. I like to have something with some distance. That's only 99 cents. That's a good weapon. But like I say, you got to be close. I'd rather you have some way to step back. There you go, pepper spray, stun gun combination. We're looking for something different. There you go. Look at that spike. You can have it on there and like a regular Kubaton and pull that spike out and start jabbing somebody in that eye with it. I like that. That's a pepper spray on the keychain. Really don't see anything different. They ain't came out with nothing new. They get self-defense pins, and they're actually right. So you got a weapon in your hand. That's cute. Some of y'all might could use. There got some brass knuckles right there. Oh, look at the Darth Vader. Ain't he cute? These are weapons you use after you hit somebody. I don't know what's going on with eBay. They ain't showing us nothing today. All the stuff look cheesy. Survival choke weapon. You want to try and choke somebody out? That's the pins. We already seen that. Personal alarm siren. We're looking for something different. Look at the cane. Looking for something different. Something we ain't seen before. I ain't seen it yet. Y'all see anything different? I don't. Look like same old, same old. They had more stuff when I did the video last year. Like somebody came in there and cleaned it up. Oh, you can't sell that. Gotta get that off here. Oh, excuse me. What's on it? Yeah. Alright, we'll check one more page out and then we'll just back out of here. We ain't seeing nothing here. What happened to the stuff that they used to have? The good stuff. Why are we not seeing it no more? So put it around your knuckles. That's why when you see something, you should get it. Because it might not be there when you go back. Gee, that's what I should have done. I should have went on and beat the crap. But I didn't. And like I say, you never know, could be walking down the street. Get shot for no reason. Like, remember me? Alright, y'all, they ain't showing nothing good. Let's see. I don't know what happened to eBay let us down today. They ain't showing nothing good. You let us down, eBay. Let me try one more thing here. To the chat real quick. A stun gun is, if you find the right seller, or I could just, you find the right seller. It's not hard. Because like I told you, 80% of Maryland, they legal. 80% of Maryland, they are legal, Naya. They're legal. So, I can go on Craigslist and buy one from somebody in another county. They're not going to think it's illegal. It's not illegal where they live at. Why would they think it's illegal where I live at? You see what I'm saying? I don't see nothing that I would actually use. Oh, hear me. I don't see nothing good. So how did that pop up when I put in Metal Cat? It's showing the same stuff. Ain't nothing new. It's showing the same stuff. It ain't showing the stuff we were showing before. Oh, it's showing the same stuff. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Nope. They slumming. They ain't showing nothing good. But we had like 35 pages of stuff. What happened? They go out of business? Is it the China thing? What is it? Where all the Chinese people selling the dangerous stuff at? Oh. That is cute though. But like I said, you had to hold it. That's my problem. I rather spray and strike. Ooh. All right, I'm done. Oh. Hey, eBay, what happened to you, man? Where all the good stuff at? Where all the good Chinese people at with this self-defense stuff? Well, I tell you, I ain't gonna try and front. Well, I want the price drop. Come on now. I didn't discover this until, and I keep forgetting about it. Every time I do get some money, I forget about it. Boy, that's something you can put in a holster and put on your hip. Police say, "Hey, what's that?" Oh, I'm going paintballing later on, officer. You wanna come join us? We going to the field. You wanna come join us there, buddy? Well, I tell you, nobody got a deal on it. Nobody got a deal on it. And I can't believe the prices and went up. Well, that's a newer version. That's still the first strike. That's daggone shame. Let me see. Ooh, I think they ugly. They powerful though. But I find them ugly. Oh. I got some things to buy. I'm gonna pay the BG&E bill first, and then we'll go from there. If I keep this rinky-dink phone, whew, Take a look at it. Yeah, it's illegal, but when you have a series of different weapons, you don't have to show that. That'd be like a last resort. They actually would have had to survive the pepper spray. They would have had to survive the strikes of Spike to get close enough to me that they can grab me, and then I'm digging Spike in them, and it still ain't stopping them. Then I can pull a stun gun up. You know, and it wouldn't be my first option. You know, wouldn't be my first option. But if somebody trying to kill you, shoot, I'm not thinking about what's best for them. I'm thinking about what's best for me. You know? So now you said you have a stun gun. You said one shot with a taser and get done. No, you pop it off, put no cartridge on, and fire again. If you don't have another cartridge, then you have a stun gun with a gun handle. Because a real taser is a stun gun and a taser in one. But if you got a taser, the stun gun is your last resort. Like you at the bottom of the barrel. Whereas the stun gun, that's all you got. So if somebody trying to rob you, you gotta be close enough to be able to put this on them, and you gotta be able to hold them still while they jerking around. So, you know, unless you like trying to sit on them and then use it, but how you gonna get them to the point you can sit on them? Why would you mess around with a taser that need reloading? Because you're using a stun gun, aren't you? A taser is a stun gun. A stun gun is not a taser. Hold on, let's take a look here. We can't get in trouble for gifts. So let's see. Okay, this is an example of a stun gun. So that guy's standing there letting him do it. How you gonna get somebody to stand there while you put that on him? Now he tased the guy and the guy didn't go down. That means he got to go do it again. And do it again. And why would you want to keep having to go do it again? Let's see here. Now, if somebody came at me like that, I would mace them and beat the crap out of them. That's done gonna be on the floor. You gotta have somebody willing to stand there and let you put it on them. That's the problem with that. There's a guy. He hit himself in the face with two of them. Yeah. His chest. He can't control himself. But like I said, I mean, if you're comfortable with using it, then I'm not gonna tell you not to use it. Anything beat nothing. But now if you look right there, when you take the cartridge off of a real taser, that's what you have. Right there. That's what you wind up with. So you still can do it. But like I said, you gotta have somebody willing to stand there and take it. You gotta be able to hold them. Know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to walk away. You know when to run. Alright, this is an example right here. You got a guy coming at him with a weapon. He hit him with the taser. Look how his body is convulsing and everything. See. Now he said we have one, we've never used it. He said we have firearms for self-defense. Hey, you got a firearm, hey, that's the best thing. You know how hard it is to get a gun permit down here in Maryland? It's better for you to apply for a security job and get clearance that way than it is to actually try and go file it. You're going to spend a lot of money, it's going to take a lot of time. It is not easy. You know, Democrats run the state. Democrats, they want to have a gun, but they don't want you to use one. Democrats want you to drive a daggone hybrid compact while they ride around in a limousine. Democrats want you to ride coach. Want you to not have nothing while we have everything. We don't want you to have access to nothing good, but we want everything. You said, why mess around with a taser that need reloading? Because you can hit somebody from 30 feet away rather than having to be up on them. That's the first advantage right there. And with the press of a button, you can determine how much juice you want to keep applying to that body from a distance. Whereas with the taser, you got to hold them down and you got to keep pressing and pressing and holding and holding and pressing and pressing. And as long as you pressing, you have to wait for them to comply. All right. You have to wait. That taser, well, that body sees up. They go down. Boom. And you're doing it from a distance. That's the thing. The same way you would fire a gun from a distance. You don't want to wait till somebody get up on you and fire. You want to fire from a distance. So, anybody have any comments? Anybody have anything that I haven't suggested? Let me see if something pop up on Google. Because eBay let me down today. So they showing the same stuff. All right, we ain't seen that yet. They showing do a lot of damage with that. We already saw that. What's this? What does it do? Stainless steel whip bracelet. Oh. Excuse me. You what? There you go, something like that. Boy, that do some damage right there. You imagine poking somebody in the face with that? Now that would do some damage. Look how sharp that boy is. And it extends your reach. Which you don't want to be up on somebody so they can nail you. Y'all have anything else? No. Alrighty. That can't be right. The only person saying anything is Naya. Well, alright then, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the show. I watched 1 hour last night before I fell asleep, and I watched the other hour when I got off the air. That AEW was good yesterday. That cage match. I ain't like the ending, but it was AEW stepping it up. That was actually a pretty good show. I can't wait to see what NXT. Cause I gotta watch JD from New York about the wrestling I just watched. Then I gotta watch the 2 hours of the wrestling. I'm probably gonna watch an hour before I fall asleep. I gotta change my sleeping habits. I'm up too early. I'm sitting here trying not to go to sleep now. Now my daughters to stay up. Yeah, thank you for watching and chatting, Naya. I wish you would have had more people, but it's okay. They'll watch. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, and y'all have a great night. And you never know, I might pop up early tomorrow. Y'all take it easy, and thanks for watching. Peace, everybody.